How do you go from seeing the ugliest side of nature, the ugliest side of human beings, the ugliest side of life? How do you go on to live and raise a family and build a community and not only remain inspired, but inspire others? That's fantastic. In the last day of Pesach in Israel, a great holy man passed away, 96 years old. He was a victim of Mengele's experiments. Didn't have, even after surviving the concentration camps, didn't have a single day when he wasn't in pain, but he lived to 96. Which, by the way, tells you something. Pain doesn't kill. It won't kill you. People don't die from pain. 96 years he was a Rebbe, the Kalever Rebbe from Hungary. That too is part of our history. How we bounce back from the ultimate tragedies, even more than just survive it. This is the previous generation. It wasn't by increasing the good. It was by maintaining the good. That's another phenomenon that someday will be understood and will be written about. How do you go from seeing the ugliest side of nature, the ugliest side of human beings, the ugliest side of life? How do you go on to live and raise a family and build a community and not only remain inspired, but inspire others? That's fantastic. It's not the same. The refusal to die is not the same as increased good. But it's pretty impressive. To be able to sing and celebrate a holiday. And if you would look at him, you would never believe that he went through hell. But he starts to speak, and he starts to reminisce, and he starts to describe what went on. Really hard to believe. So many Chassidim in Russia, previous Rebbe's Chassidim, what they endured, what they went through, what they survived. And then they come and they're singing Ufaratsta, and they're farbringing, and life is joyful. Amazing human beings. So, where do we go from here? The worst thing about evil is that it's false. It's misleading. It lies. It gives the impression of being true, of being real, of being powerful. And it's not true. It's not. It is not true because true are those things that exist for their own sake. Evil exists only as a tool, as a means to an end. And that's why in the end, there will be no evil. The end of days, Kates Hayamim, or Acharis Hayamim, the last days, the end of days. That expression comes from the promise that God planned an end to evil. Kate som lachesha. Darkness has its end, which means that darkness was given only a certain amount of days, many, many days, but a certain amount of days. And when those days are up, evil is finished, has served its purpose, and can no longer exist. Because without a purpose, nothing exists. So once it has served its purpose, it's run out its clock, it's finished. That's what we mean by end of days. The end of days means the end that God planned for the evil to exist, and now those days are up and the evil can't exist anymore. So when we talk about hope, belief, Mashiach is coming, the world's going to be good, that's only from our perspective. But if you see the original plan, this is all built in. It's not just a hope. It's a clock that's ticking. And when it strikes midnight, the whole world turns back into a pumpkin. The evil disappears. The question is, can we hasten that? Can we shorten that time? The question is, can we take some credit for the end of evil? Or is it only God's promise? So we're told that we can influence the very existence of evil. As soon as evil fulfills its purpose, well, if we get the message and we use it to increase the goodness, we're actually shortening the time, and the end of days gets closer. And as a result, when the evil is over, we will be able to feel like we contributed something, we helped, we did something. Which is what the Rebbe desperately wanted. Don't leave a single Jew out who will not be able to claim some credit when Mashiach comes. And the time is short. So yes, we will all live to see Mashiach. The Rebbe wanted us all to be able to take some pride, some satisfaction in having brought Mashiach.
If you enjoyed this conversation or this topic, and you're looking for more information, or you want to hear it again from another angle, there is a way to do that. And that is in this book. It's all there. Order it from Amazon. You can read it, reread it, and share it.
I want to invite you to join us as VIPs, partners in our work, and join us also for a personal chat with other members of the VIP club. We talk about many things. There's an opportunity to ask, to respond, to make a comment, to meet the other supporters. And together we can really make a difference in Jewish life and in life in general. So join us. It's goodtoknow.org. Log in, call, make contact, and join us with the VIPs.